Shenzhen's made in China, sold on Amazon dreams, undercut by merciless crackdown. A large number of exporters in Shenzhen engaged in a business model known as made in China, sold on Amazon have hit hard times as the U.S. e-commerce giant moves to shut down their stores over suspected abuses of the customer review system, exposing their vulnerability of relying on this platform to reach consumers overseas. Patazon, a Chinese cross-border trading company based in the Jianghua e-commerce industrial park on the outskirts of Shenzhen, was once a high flyer with the potential to dominate the global market for electronics accessories, such as headphones and keyboards. But the exceptional growth of the 9-year-old company, which had over 800 best-selling products on Amazon.com last year, came to a halt 4 months ago when its flagship store on the U.S. e-commerce platform was shut down. The move undercut one of the 3 legs in its strategy to achieve rapid expansion: a top-notch design team in Shenzhen, an efficient manufacturing network in Guangdong, Greater Bay Area, and the Amazon sales channel that enabled it to reach hundreds of millions of consumers around the world. Patazon has not disclosed its specific losses from the Amazon move as it is now privately owned, but its recent decision to put all of its research and development employees on suspension for 6 months has created uncertainty over its viability. Beijing gives a small push to made in China, sold on Amazon model. Earlier this year, the Shenzhen-listed global top e-commerce sold the Patazon business to a consortium which included TikTok owner ByteDance, Chinese smartphone maker Xiaomi, and China's new fashion retail giant Shein. Patazon declined to comment despite repeated interview requests from the South China Morning Post. According to an internal notice, seen by the and verified as authentic by a Patazon employee, the company suspended its research and development team for 6 months effective August 6. Employees will receive 80% of their salary in the first month, but for the remainder of the suspension, they will only be paid 80% of the minimum wage set by the Shenzhen government, according to the announcement. The city's minimum wage for full-time workers is 2,200 per month, which means the affected Patazon employees would get 1,760 yuan, well below their normal rate. Since April, the company has endeavored to save ourselves in the past few months, but we are still facing a series of challenges and pressure in inventory transfer and cash flow. We need to make adjustments in our strategies, so we have to make some tough decisions, according to the statement. It marked a change in tone from when the first round of Amazon store closures happened just 3 months ago. In early May, Patazon said it was optimistic as it kept in close communication with Amazon over the restoration of its suspended stores. At present we are operating normally, and our cash flow is normal, General Manager Lu Yongcheng, a founder of business, said in an open letter to employees at the time. TikTok expands e-commerce efforts with Shopify partnership. Patazon's pain is spreading across the made in China, sold on Amazon community, as thousands of online stores backed by mainland Chinese merchants have been shut down since May, according to the Shenzhen Cross-Border E-Commerce Association, a trade group representing their interests. Juozas Kaziakinas, the founder of Marketplace Pulse, a New York-based e-commerce research firm, wrote in a report in early July that the suspended Chinese sellers represent a tiny share of the total number of China-based businesses on Amazon, but the closures sent shock waves through the Chinese seller community. Specific reasons for the stores being closed remain undisclosed, although they came at a time when Amazon was cracking down on abuse of the customer review system. Amazon bans merchants from bribing consumers to leave positive reviews, a common practice on Chinese e-commerce platforms. In May, Amazon said that it suspended some seller accounts for abuse of the review system. Our actions generated a vocal response and we wanted to take a moment to be clear. The rules are the same for every seller, regardless of their size or location, Dharmesh Mehta, Vice President of Worldwide Customer Trust and Partner Support at Amazon, said in a statement. Amazon's crackdown has left a bitter taste in the mouth of Chinese merchants and even got the attention of the Chinese government, with the Ministry of Commerce referring to the incidents as growing pains from a new form of trade. At the same time, the Shenzhen government told merchants that it would not intervene directly in the disputes with Amazon, preferring to remain neutral in the matter. The reported businesses like Patazon represented the new faces that made the Chinese export machine even more formidable during the COVID-19 outbreak. Their key advantages, quick design and instant manufacturing, remain in place despite the Amazon crackdown. On a recent visit to Patazon's head office, the company presented an image of a sleek tech startup rather than an old-school manufacturing business, with its reception area decorated with trophies and certificates won in design competition. In 2020, China's cross-border e-commerce exports surged 40%, far exceeding the general export growth rate of 4%. Amazon, which now sells more merchandise than retail giant Walmart, is a key channel for Chinese merchants to reach end consumers in developed countries. China-based sellers represented 75% of new merchants listing on Amazon in January, a significant increase from the 47% in the previous year, according to marketplace poll. There is even a thriving local business in Shenzhen of people teaching merchants how to open and operate stores on Amazon. Before it was privatized, Patazon's listed owner reported the unit had sales of 4.9 billion yuan in 2020, up 44% year-on-year, with a net profit of 318 million yuan. It has 260 million consumers across the world, including all platforms. One of the most recent store closures on Amazon was from Shenzhen Yuxu Technology, which sells products such as electronic gadgets, toys, and outdoor equipment. The company said in early July that 340 of its stores on Amazon were closed and about $20 million in funds frozen, dealing a heavy blow to its business. As a result, the company's total payroll halved to 1,400 by mid-July from 2,800 6 months ago. Wang Xian, president of the Shenzhen Cross-Border Merchant Association, said in a recent interview with that few stores have succeeded in their attempts to get the ban lifted and their inventory returned by Amazon warehouses. Detailed economic data on the impact of the closures on Shenzhen is not available, but the crackdown does appear to have slowed the city's export momentum. In the first half of 2021, Shenzhen's total exports rose 19.4% from a year ago, but that was 9 percentage points lower than the national average in the same period. As Amazon has turned hostile for some merchants, other platforms such as eBay and AliExpress, a subsidiary of Alibaba, are stepping in to offer alternatives. The Shenzhen government is also encouraging merchants to develop independent websites to sell their products, and is providing a 2 million yuan subsidy for qualified merchants that do so. That is of little help to Patazon as its misfortunes with Amazon continue. Beginning last week, its Amazon stores for the Litum brand of solar lighting products became unavailable.